from the podium, I take this opportunity to share the message of the child to the nation. My name is Robert Joto. So Day of the African Child is marked on 16th June of every year. In 1976, about 10,000 students from Soweto, South Africa marched to their streets to protest the poor quality of their education. Hundreds of innocent children were shot by security forces, with more than 100 losing their lives and thousands injured. The life of these children was crippled by the manacles of segregation and civil discrimination. So we take a kneel today in honor and reflect on our story as children in nationwide. This year's theme, Essays to a Child-Friendly Justice System, comes in every timely at a time when we are asking lots of questions about the safety of children during this COVID-19 pandemic. Fellow Kenyans, more than 50 years after independence, many children are still entangled in the wave of poverty. This does not only deprive them of their basic needs, e.g. food, shelter, clothing, etc., but also leads to neglect and poor parenting by their parents who struggle to make ends meet. Poverty is a monster that eats children now and shamelessly plans to eat their future. The government has assured accessibility of school, and children say thank you, Mr. President and Mr. Governor. But why? Why are we still crowded in our government schools? Our parents are poor. We have to borrow books from those who have to finish the teacher's work. Is this right? These hard conditions have forced some children to the streets and others into crime. I'm sure you have heard of groups like Wakali Kwanza in Mombasa. These are angry children. Who will help these children reform? Our latter-day government assumes that all the children are the same. But to my understanding is that what will make the children be the same is if we try to make the living conditions be the same. Remember those from poor families. Please provide lunch programs, more books and enough classrooms for them. So I can attest that parents are good teachers, guides, protectors and providers for their children. Most of them work very hard to achieve this mission. But the problem is, we are covered by this monster poverty. Those who have been lucky to enroll their children to various organizations, they are lucky. I can again attest to one of the organizations, Compassion, which have really supported most children, physically, socially, spiritually, and cognitive development needs. There are a few organizations in the nation that target bright students. Average children feel left out of such kinds of support. This means that the parents need to be empowered economically to be able to support their children. A few churches in Kenya that have partnered with Compassion International with the aim of supporting children living in poverty. These parents have the advantage of learning about children's rights, types of child abuse, how to detect abuse, and how to prevent or respond to abuse. So I urge churches, mosques, schools, and the community sensitize parents and children on child protection. So like when children are precious jewels that are found at every corner of every community, everybody should be sensitized to protect the lives of children and to help them fulfill their purpose here on earth. And I urge the government to ensure that children who are offended and require justice, they receive it. People offending children should not go free. It must be made easy to report cases. identify abusers, prosecute them, and laws be in place to protect children at all levels, e.g. schools, churches, mosques, homes, and etc. Children must be known, loved, and protected at all times. As Nelson Mandela rightly put it, there can be no keener revelation of a society than the way in which it treats its children. Robert, that's my name. Talking, it's my game. I raise my case.